I think specifically focusing on retail and what we do in retail, we are a mobile loyalty, data analytics, precision marketing company. If you look at the retail business today, the key stakeholders are really your consumers. A consumer today has preferences that are changing, options that are increasing, channels of the consumer presence are exploding like never before. So a challenge for a brand is to be able to actually find the right consumer all across channels. Once the consumer is in the business, how do you retain that consumer and go on getting him back or try repeat or referrals, which could be which could directly relate to the growth in their business. So that's one piece, and then there are the stores as well as your store staff, which needs to be in tune with your business objectives and deal with customers and the brand in the right manner. So technology coming into picture allows you to be able to recognize your customers, tag customers to what they're doing, what activity, what engagement, what purchase they're doing with your own brand. And once you've got that, you can cluster customers and get more closer to some customers who are more important to your business rather than the customers who are less relevant. At the store level, to be able to, look at companies like Google or others, they don't have a product, but they still manage consumers and get as closer to consumers to build a large business. Retail business has a point of sale today where every customer comes in, does transactions, gives in details. If mined properly, this data could be the most relevant piece in the whole business for a retailer. And that's what is not happening. So brands in India today who've been in business for 20 years, 30 years, still don't have consumer databases tagged to what's happening at their store level. If that was done, they could know their customers much better. They could fine-tune their offering to their customers' needs much better, and then engage with customers not like in a bulk or a random fashion, but very specific to the need of a consumer, and bring him back based on his choice and preferences. And it becomes like an invite-based model, which is a predictive revenue for the next year, because you have a set of customers who are now close to your business, and you know that, and you know what their preferences are. So calling them back next year would be that much more easier, and hence gives a predictability to your revenue. So those are things that are happening. Social and mobile, along with web, we've all seen and known that is changing how things happen in the ecosystem today. And tagging each one of these channels and making them useful for your business is something that's in and has to be taken up by every brand. So we specifically build loyalty and engagement solutions. We use mobile as the unique identifier of the consumer, and as mobile number is one unique, and it also allows two-way communication. So how it works is that you tag all channels, which is social, mobile, and specifically your point of sale. All the other channels apart from your point of sale are activity-based channels. So you track customers there. On your Facebook page for today, for example, all the current things are likes. How do you convert that like to a lead and actually make people walk into your consumers? So you tag social like that. Then you integrate with your point of sale in a manner so that each mobile number identifies a separate customer. Whatever billing gets done on the POS, then tag gets tagged to the mobile number. And when that data comes back to your CRM, you're able to then cluster customers based on their purchase, their frequency, and product category usage, including things like demographics, weekday, weekend analysis, time of the day analysis, which then allows you to understand if it's an individual, if it's a family, what time and when do they buy, what products do they like buying, and how frequently do they buy. If the frequency or purchase is an ideal from your business, great, but a lot of times you would find that your key customers also don't do as much purchase amount, or don't shop as frequently as they should. So then aligning your communication based on their preferences and your business objectives and will bring them back much offer, and then tie them into this business frequency and purchase life cycle that you want for your brand. Technology should be could be complex on the front end, but it has to be easy, complex at the back end, but should be easy to implement at the front end. Technology like ours requires no hardware and a small patch that goes into the point of sale. Mobile number acts as the communication tool, very easy to implement. Actually, It's a self-serve platform which retailers around the country with 1 store, 2 store, 100 store, 200 stores can actually deploy on their own, configure the loyalty logic as well as engagement plan for their consumers automatically in a do-it-yourself mode, and go live within 2 days, and then constantly maintain and manage the platform with their business with hardly any staff, only marketing people to analyze data and do communications, which is something that every brand anyway invests in. So we today are present in India, Malaysia, Dubai and Singapore. In India we serve around 120 plus brands. Food and beverage, we do a lot of Domino's, Pizza Hut, KFC, Sagaratna, TGIF. We do airlines like Go Air, Malindo. We do a lot of fitness change like VLCC. We do kids wear like Ginny and Johnny. We do a lot of women fashion brands like Forever New and India, Global Desi. We do a lot of gifting chains. So it's across sectors, largely what we are saying is B2C needs to be automated. Every business to consumer transaction needs to be thought of in a certain manner, thought of one-to-one. So every business to consumer today works. So even if you do TV advertising, it is one-to-many. It's the same message for all of us. We may have different preferences. This allows every B2C business to go as close as they can to one-to-one marketing. That's the objective. So maybe take the example of TGIF, which is a known American chain. We've implemented their loyalty program, customer lifecycle management. And if you today look at TGIF stores and you go into any one of them, you would find they've kind of adopted to the whole thing, and it's an international brand, so you need approvals to do anything. So they've adopted to the program so well that even their placemats on their table today talk about the program. Internationally, wherever you would find successful programs, people don't talk about brand or the product because they assume that the consumer would already know that. So the benefit of buying from that brand is what they start to advertise. And TGF has done that in India. If you go to their stores, you would find their tent cards, their placemats on the table today talk about Stars and Stripes, which is their program, and how you as a consumer can engage onto it. They've also accounted for marketing costs of the program of acquisition of a customer. So if you enroll into their program, you would get like a free onion rings or a mozzarella sticks to enroll into the program, which means they value every consumer to come into their database to be able to analyze what they've been eating and then kind of go forward. So many such examples where people have even siphoned off a lot of their print and other marketing budgets to digital and mobile, and specifically because of the fact that it allows you to understand the consumer and go as close to one-to-one as possible. So that's one clear example where apart from doing all the visual communication, they've also implemented something called a customer lifecycle marketing program, where you cluster your customers based on purchase frequency and discounted bills, and hence you have different categories of people who are highly loyal to your business, or are people who are always looking for deals, or are people who have not come back and visited your store in last 6 months or 3 months. Each one of them then gets a automated workflow of communication on the first day of the billing, to 15th day of the billing, 30th day of the billing, and continues to send out offers which change based on the time lag. And when someone bites that offer, you kind of move, the consumer moves to a different workflow, which means neither the brand nor the agency like us has any control over the communication, but it is all scientifically done based on preferences and triggers that are coming into the ecosystem, and which are very clearly based on consumer preferences and activity done at the store level. So those are things that are happening right now because of digital, because of data being available, and because of the fact that consumer is now, as he said, always on the phone, and hence can be communicated much faster, more easily. Yeah, so as he said, a lot of things that are happening on SMS or that are happening offline need to go online. They need to be real time. So real time is going to be, I think, the focus for us also. Real time tracking of customers, real time tracking of offers, real time tagging of consumer to a specific offer. Use of mobile phone, anybody sees, is increasing. So till now it has been on SMS, now on data, and going forward, I mean, Starbucks today in Malaysia allows you to actually pay by points or points plus cash just by showing your mobile phone to a normal barcode scanner that you have in your retail stores today. So you as a consumer can actually just show your phone on the scanner, and you are able to pay points when you move forward without paying cash. So those are a lot of things that are happening, and we see ourselves moving that side too. So customer, consumer, you mean? Yeah, so as consumers, I think we're all very happy to see the choices that are coming to the country. So our preferences are changing. We have much more choice, and I think the ease of doing things is what the customer is looking for. Instant gratification is something that we've seen that Indian consumer today is very fascinated by instant gratification, and if that can be done based on real-time technologies, that would be great, because today everything is futuristic, because the brand doesn't even have data to kind of actually go back with an offer to the customer. If it can become instant gratification, consumers will get more tuned in to these kind of activities.